Hello there. We Hello everyone, and it's time for another War of the Gods. We're on episode 8, and I'm joined as usual by my good co-host Gareth. Say hello.
Hello.
There we are.
Hello.
And on the last episode, we finished Battle 13, which was the battle in Polka. Is it Polka?
Polka.
Polka. And we picked ourselves up a Luke, and we saved ourselves a May, which is weird.
Very weird.
Yeah.
And it, like, I was half expecting that a horse was going to drop on us, rather than a small bird.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of worried we're going to get a bow knight called Screech.
Maybe. That'd be interesting. So we've found ourselves a blind kid. And who are you? Excuse me, but I'm blind.
I mean...
No excuses, take that boy with you.
Yeah.
Don't kill me! Take him!
Who's saying, Dad, don't kill me?
No, it's d-d-d-d-d-d-d.
The don't kill me.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Right. Don't possess me. What's he talking about? I don't know.
What's he talking about?
What's a loon? Come on, Maya. We're alive. What? So I watched somebody doing this the other day on their stream, and in this battle is the first battle that you face a bunch of zombies.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that this is obviously he thinks that we're zombies, essentially.
Yeah.
The mayor examines Luke carefully.
I mean, it's not the only tactical RPG where I can think of a small village having problems with zombies.
Yes.
Slightly less statues in this village, though.
It's funny, like, we love Vandal Hearts, one in particular, but the community for Vandal Hearts is tiny. You're warm! You're alive! Says the mayor. And he jumps up and down and then backs off to the wall.
Yeah.
I really regret all of this. Suddenly, the devils appeared, and now we're in a lockdown again.
Do you think he's backed off because he's just realised all that hand communication could be harassment, and now he's realised there's so many there's at least 3 witnesses?
Well, he's also not social distancing either, so I mean that is a problem.
I mean, this was pre-pandemic. That kind of physical contact harassment has been a thing for a long time.
That's true.
Pandemics have been a big thing for a long time as well. However, this one...
We had no power to resist them. Much like today, we have no power to resist. They promised they would do nothing if we gave Odler to them. And you said me in Odler's place? I'm sorry, please don't kill. Tell King Badou. Please don't kill me. Alright, I won't. I just nearly died, but it's fine.
I'm enjoying your little subplot or a Freudian slip of regicide there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, it'd actually be deicide as well.
But no, the king isn't a deity, so... If you prepare a raft for Woody. Oh, thank you. A raft. Okay. I can get some of my peons on that. Yeah. Hey, Ripster. Yes? Prepare a raft for Prince Luke.
What I like is it's not even one of his own townfolk.
Yeah, it's just... he's outsourcing the labour on this one.
Yeah.
But it's the last one we have. I don't care. You can make another if necessary, can't you? Yes, sir.
They're only trees after all, they're not important.
No, never. A raft will be waiting for you on the river. Why don't you take a look at it right now?
That's one heck of a raft.
He wants to get rid of us.
Yeah.
You're right. Anyway, we now have a raft. Let's go.
The Mayor of Polka's edition of Lonely Island of get on the boat rather than we're on a boat.
Yeah. Oh, am I putting that in again? Is that where you're getting to?
No, not at all, but...
Just a minute.
I mean... Whoa.
If it's possible...
Is it possible?
Please take this boy with you. You lazy human! You don't want to take care of him. I mean, his life just nearly killed everybody in the village, so I can kind of understand the mayor's point of view here.
The mayor, by the way, a bunch of devils were willing to trade him for our safety.
Yeah.
I'd rather he not be here. Yeah.
Precisely. Woody, will you take him with us?
Self-preservation 101. No.
I agree. Our journey will be too difficult on him, as he is blind.
Interesting. It's amazing how different the times were 26 years ago.
Yep. Mayor, we can't take him. We're sorry. But... Bye.
I like how Oddler is resorting to what our children used to do. Can you actually just... Is it the game just being like, yeah, sure.
Have you ever done this before?
No.
See?
There we go.
Yeah, you can't do it. Wait! Please let me go with you.
I used the Force to know exactly where you were.
Yeah. Woody, will you take him with us? Huh?
I think you mean yes.
Watch out! Be careful! Yes, I will. Now I have a head wound. As long as I'm here, the devils will return. Maybe Woody is strong enough to resist them. But you may be injured. Well, I think you should come with... Why didn't you speak up before, Luke? Eh?
Is Peter worried that there's going to be some kind of, where there's a blame, there's a claim, TV advert, lawyer,
Maybe.
watching them?
If we left him here, he could be killed. It's too dangerous, isn't it, Woody? He needs a guardian. I'll take care of him. That's very responsible of Peter. Okay,
1
let's
second
go.
a minute, he's dodging injury lawyers, and now he's the Good Samaritan.
Yeah. He's adopted the young lad. Thank you very much.
I will raise him as my own, and for the rest of the game, Peter sits on Oddler's head.
And tries to teach him to fly.
Yeah.
I was nearly dead when I came here. Actually, I don't remember. I don't know the reason why the devils are after me. I'm afraid I'll cause you a lot of trouble. You will. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
Right, and now we can move again. A couple of things we want to get out of the way. We revived Chester, obviously, because he died in the last battle, and I made sure that everyone got up to level 17 at least, because Kiwi and Chester were both 16.
Jahar just promoted, didn't he?
I think
at the end of the last fight.
Yeah.
Was he 17 into 18? Yeah.
Something like that.
Because he's got 2 XP, so he did just level up at the last fight. Yeah.
Yeah. We've been getting some advice from the comments of the last video, basically saying that the game ramps up now. We're welcome to the real Dark Souls that's going to be occurring now. Yeah. So things get real now. So
we're on a boat.
We're on a boat.
So
sounds like Luke is going with us. I am.
Sounds like Luke is sitting in the back. I mean,
it sounds like Luke is getting swapped out as soon as humanly able. I don't know. He could be good. He could be good.
Swapped out or swapped in.
Well, this might be exciting. Bird warrior.
The boudoir.
The boudoir.
He's a boudoir.
He is a boudoir.
Welcome to the boudoir. Careless Whispers plays.
Oh no. I didn't know you were such an adventurer. Alright, wow, let's go! I mean, he has that, trying too hard vibe going on, doesn't he?
He has a lot of trying too much, yeah. What level is he? Are we going to have to pay for some levels? Oh, no.
He's 17.
No.
Okay, that's fine. And he has an axe. And magic.
I think did he not have an axe last time?
He has raise, blast, and attack. What's raise when it's at home?
Let me look. I do not recognize raise.
No, I don't. Okay, so his attack is quite low.
Yeah.
His defense is real low. And
it's real bad.
His agility is real low too.
I'm wondering if raise is new.
Yeah,
because I
would think it would be, but I'm thinking we use him as a spellcaster now, because his attack and defense are terrible. He has by far the least defense in the game.
Raise does not exist on the spells page.
All right.
So Alex he's been doing it again. He's been playing with the things. He's been touching the stuff.
If I remember correctly, we go this way, right? In fact,
sounds familiar.
Don't we go back to Ribble?
6.5 hours later.
I guess
It's
it's
that bit there. Yeah. It,
this
to
bit
the
here.
right there. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Wait,
Yeah.
we're starting
Do you
in the wrong place. We should be starting here.
You.
Or is that?
Yeah.
Is this?
No,
is
no,
Is this how it normally starts?
I think when we do this battle, you start here, but it becomes a random battle section.
Yeah.
And when it's the random battle section, when you grind the XP, I think you start on the left. I'm sure the comment section will.
I'm sure.
Go,
Yeah.
Gareth, stop being an idiot in your hat. So
I like that Alex is doing his usual thing where, like, you know what? Let's just group all the death together.
yeah. I mean, how many enemies are on the map? You can do the shortcut to look at the map, can't you? Rather than. There we go. 1, 2, 3,
10, 14.
14. Seems reasonable. Previously
reasonable.
there was. Well, previously there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's hard to tell on the size of this image if that's an enemy or just a bit of terrain.
Well, at least it shouldn't be like a long fight, because
They'll kill us pretty quick, yeah.
yeah. Should I just go all out here? Like, I feel like Slade's gonna die either way, so you may as well do some damage.
See who we can take with him.
I feel like that's the way it's gonna go. So now, obviously, the Skeleton Warrior is weak to fire, so that seemed like the move there. And Yaha's movement is absolutely appalling.
Well, don't forget though, they get the terrain downsides as well.
Yeah, no kidding. Alright, that should be the Skeleton Warrior taken care of, at least.
Yeah. Because previously there was the Death Archer, the Evil Clouds, Master Monk, Black Monk, Zombie, and Golem. The Golem's quite near the ruins, isn't it? If memory serves me correctly.
Yes, I think.
So, I mean, we can have a quick look on the map to see what's been replaced with what. I mean, there is a lot. All the Dark Clouds Evil Clouds must have been replaced with the Pegasus Knights.
Oh god, your Kiwi's movement on this map.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one thing I always forget about, by the way, is that when Kiwi promotes, that he becomes a flying unit.
Yeah.
Because his character looks like he shouldn't be flying. Straight up.
Yep.
Am I dead?
Are we dead straight off?
We're nearly dead.
This is. I was gonna say.
As Billy Crystal said in The Princess Bride, he's 90% dead. What? Oh, we're actually dead. Okay, never mind. Oh.
Second attack. Oh no. No.
Oh.
Yes.
When he gets a counter attack, even though he's stunned. What the hell is going on?
He's beginning to believe.
Witchcraft. How many Pegasus Knights?
I mean, okay, they're not that effective. Let's just put that out there.
If only Kazin was on the other side.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure that was the best attack he could have done, but
We got what we got.
alright, Luke's come in.
Magic.
So that looks like a
boost.
Well, that looks like it belongs to a Shining Force game, but I'm not sure which one.
It's not 2. I will tell you it's not 2.
Right, it should say if there's no targets, so
right.
I'm wondering if it's... Yeah, so that's an offensive spell.
Yeah. But Blast, however...
Blast is a wind spell, isn't it? So it should be good against...
the Pegasus Knight.
The Pegasus Knight. Fingers crossed.
I mean, it may not be great against the Witch.
Okay.
That was acceptable.
Yeah. That's expected, really, isn't it? They wouldn't be that effective against the magic caster.
Yeah. But we know what works on witches.
Yes. Oh, wonderful.
Snappy nap time.
I guess so. Okay, Sarah. You know what? I'm not going to put her there. I'm going to put her here. That seems like the better choice there. That's a pretty good heal.
Yeah. I mean, it keeps us in the game.
Yes.
Like, this is just a grind, isn't it? This isn't like a map battle. This is just like... Here we are, guys.
I'm glad I put, like, Bowie as far over to the left as I did, because, like, I thought that was, like, a really safe spot for him.
Yeah. And here we are. I mean, are you wanting to try and get the bishop? Or we just... Like, if we take the healing away, is that going to benefit us?
I think that's a good call there. I'm hoping that Yaha gets a turn here. And we can hopefully kill this sorceress with her.
It's happening. We're getting it. Hit her again. Oh.
No. Yaha is easily becoming a liability. He misses so many attacks.
Agreed. I wouldn't. He's missing so often that he's making me wonder if Alex has installed the Fire Emblem weapon triangle, where axes, like, they're pretty powerful, but they're also the least efficient weapon in the game.
Yeah, I'm wondering that.
I wonder if can Yaha use something that's not axes? Because is it?
I mean, once he promotes,
he could
if he becomes like a
Baron, he can use those.
yeah.
But last time, didn't he not? Like, there's gloves, isn't there? Did he not make it so?
No, the gloves are like support items.
Monk. Oh, the support.
Yeah, they raise attack. I gave one to Kiwi because obviously he doesn't need defense; he needs attack to be really useful. Slade being baller yet again.
Slade doing Slade things.
Yep.
Chester dying. Oh no.
Those Pegasus Knights are really weak.
Yeah.
Kazin's still sleeping. Let's see what this raise attack is all about. I'm not gonna put him next to that one because he will get killed by the bowman. But over here,
I mean,
he should be
massive.
safe. Yeah, his movement's like 7.
Yeah, but
As
it
a
feels bigger than that because he's got no terrain.
Huh. I wonder if that's like a non-elemental spell that obviously works against spellcasters.
Possibly.
Who needs healing? Is it still
Bowie? No.
I think nobody else has really been hurt too badly, actually.
Slade's taken 6, was that?
Chester's taken 1, and I think everyone else is okay.
Because of the way we're doing this tonight, I'm not getting to see your screen as well as I usually do for some reason. So I'm kind of a little bit lagging to John this evening.
I mean, you know,
not detrimentally, but
no. I mean, I'm always carrying this experience anyway, so I mean, it's no different than usual, really. You're just there, like, manning the information,
stats.
the stats. You're the stat man.
Yeah. Isn't
don't do the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a guy at my work who does that Scatman, and he does an impression of it, and he does it like every day, and it's so stupidly annoying.
I'm a Scatman.
It's just completely pointless.
Is he one of those people who out of nowhere just literally does the Be Badu Badu Boat thing for no...
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's that guy.
Yeah. There we go.
And for some reason, Stu, if you're watching, nobody thinks it's good.
Nobody likes it.
Nobody likes it. It's just kind of... There's so many people at my work that do that, though. So, like, I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but I'm a postman, and I work in, like, a delivery office where, like, we sort through the mail before taking it out and delivering it. There's like 120 people, or around about that amount, every day, and we have to, you know, get our stuff done and get out of the building as quickly as possible. And there are so many people in my place of work that just think that it's okay just to shout meaningless stuff out. You know, like the children that you have in high school. You know the kid that was in the class.
That was
just like,
exactly what I was thinking of when you were describing the scenario.
Yeah.
I could imagine, like, when we were in high school, that song was popular, and I can just remember certain people just thinking they were hilarious, going, boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
You're like,
and there's got to be like 20 or 30 people in that office that just think that, like, they've got nothing going on in their brains, so they just make random noises that appear inside those empty heads of theirs. And they think that that's cool, that makes them, like, special in some way. It's the same kind of thing that, like, you know, people who drive cars really loudly, you know, they have those things on...
exhaust and the drop valves.
Yeah. It's got to be the same as that. Like, look at me, my penis is small, I can't use my brain, but I can make loud noises, pay attention to me.
You might have to bleep yourself out in that.
I said penis, that's not a swear word.
That's true. But yeah, I get the feeling that those people who like those kind of cars and do that kind of thing in high school are probably the same person with just money.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Like this, not necessarily a lot of money. Like their priority was that thing and not, you know, something else.
Yeah, I guess I'm in kind of a bad mood because I haven't actually told Gareth this, but I tried to put the tier list video that we did. I tried to put that up on a Reddit. On a particular subreddit, and it got taken down twice. Like I abided by all the rules that they set, but they still took it down anyway.
Yeah.
I guess they just don't like self-promotion, which I can understand, but in their rules they have specific rules for self-promoting.
Yeah.
And I followed them, and they still took my post down. So if I'm following the rules and he's still taking it down, why have the rules? Why not just have the rules say no self-promoting?
No promoting.
In which case, okay, that's fair enough. I get the impression Chester's Ice Spear is probably more effective than his actual attack. What do you think?
Yes. I was about to say that before, but I think I was going to say, could you not have iced the skeleton before, but I think you were one space too short.
I might have been. I'd forgotten all about it.
I mean, one of the things that I've noticed is at least like the sand isn't as hard on the Centaur / mounted units as it is in Fire Emblem. Because there's nothing worse when you've got like a big night heavy party in Fire Emblem, and then you end up with loads of and then you sort of have the realization it's like these are all desert maps, and you can move like 2 spaces forwards or sideways.
Yeah. Why are these centaurs and not like camel people?
I mean, I once joked with someone who I was sort of talking to D&D about, and then they were like, "Oh, something to do with turtles." And I'm like, "Well, you could be a turtle centaur." And she went, "There we go. We've created a whole new thing for D&D." And I went, "I bet you if you Google it, someone's already done it," and they had.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure I would try and raise on the magic user.
Yeah, because what I'm thinking is, Kiwi can probably take out the skeleton warrior.
Yeah.
But we need to kill the sorceress before she gets healed by the bishop. So that seemed more effective than,
it seemed
or just about as effective as the missile, didn't it?
Yeah. All that sweet gold there.
I mean, I get the impression Luke's probably going to die this turn.
Yeah.
Down. Oh wait, is that D-Sword? This is the first time the bishop's actually used it.
It just did damage.
That's not how I'm. Okay.
That's not how I'm used to D-Soul working.
Me either,
I'm
but I'm
D-Soul just going like, you're dead.
You're dead. Omae wa moshinde.
Nani?
Nani? Yeah.
I like how I did the low nanny and you were like high pitched.
That's what I do. But yeah, I'm annoyed by the whole Reddit thing, but Reddit is Reddit. Yeah. Anyone who's come to these from Reddit, by the way, I really appreciate you coming and watching this stuff. I enjoy talking to everybody, whether you're on Reddit or YouTube or even on the Shining.
Then and I was like, I best not.
Even if you're on the Shining Central forum, and I talk to you on there, like, I just find it like my problem with that stuff is that. So when I posted on this particular subreddit, I was of the mindset of, okay, well, I need to post like 5 posts, and then I can post my thing. And I went through, and like the last post that was by anyone that I could like put my comments onto was like 4 days old. Like,
Yeah.
The trail's cold, man. There's nothing to talk about. Like, you want me to talk about stuff? That's fair enough, but
no one's talking.
But no one's talking, so that's the thing that baffles me. I really want Kiwi to get this, or maybe Bowie. Actually,
Bowie? Yeah. Start leveling up the hero.
Actually, that stacks up with Luke. Is there any more casters? No, there isn't. Okay.
Just
But yeah, like, so the way I see it is that, okay, not everybody's going to enjoy this stuff here,
yeah,
but at least it's something that people potentially could talk about.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think one of the ththings, like with the size of these kind of communities, is the people who. It's really great when we talk to the people in comments on for me in YouTube, because I don't want to get dragged too much into like an array of forums and social media, because I've been down that rabbit hole before, and I just, I have other things to do with my time. But not to be rude. I watch the video, because believe it or not, I actually watch the videos because I don't get to see what happens in editing, and John doesn't tell me anything. Just stuff happens, and I'm like, okay,
it's a surprise.
That happened. It's a gift. But then, so I watch the videos, and occasionally I always read the comments, and occasionally I will, like, if someone asks a question that I feel like I've got the answer to, or I'm sure you people understand what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
I'll join in the conversation. There's times where I don't want to be like too, like, because I feel like too interfering with the situation, or
I don't think anyone
like
feels that way, but okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, that'll be a thing, because like I suspect in about a month's time, I'm probably not going to be too dissimilar to you, turning to strangers on the internet and going, "I'm playing a game, please help me." I appreciate. Are you wanting to be right next to him? Don't forget, he's got medical rod.
What I'm thinking is, I don't want to give him like the last hit, but I'm.
How many HPs left?
Screw it, I'm just gonna do it. Screw it.
Yeah.
It's not that important. So someone in the comments of the last episode, I will put your comment up here. I can't remember who it was, I'm sorry. Said that there is a hard level cap of 20 that Alex has put in place. So once somebody gets to level 20, they obviously, until I promote them, they can't go any higher. And I'm going to try and make sure that I don't promote people with like the Warrior's Pride and stuff like that until I get the extra characters from Creed. Because I want to see what some of the characters from Creed will look like with those promotions. Because you obviously normally you don't get to see that. And I know for a fact you get all 4 characters at once. I'm pretty sure of it.
Okay. This time is making you do it rather than you go back and get everyone
later on when it's completely pointless.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a completionist thing by that point.
Really, it is, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever done anything to a completionist point of view?
I'm not that guy. I'm really not. Like, the only things I've ever done to that extreme were the Mass Effect games. And not even the first one. I'm a big Liara fanboy. Liara is my waifu. Gareth won't know who the heck this is because Gareth's never played any of the Mass Effect games.
I would like to come back to this point in a second, because when we did a podcast, we spoke about Mass Effect, and I said to you when they did the remake, how would you feel if they made a new Mass Effect game based in the original trilogy world, not Andromeda? And they've announced it, haven't they?
They have, but it's not the same team that made the original trilogy. So, I mean, it's
just not the same.
It really isn't. Like, the people at the top are the ones making the decisions on the game itself. And they are all gone. They are not there anymore.
Yeah.
So, But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that particular. What am I doing? I'm using Blast here, aren't I? I'm really looking forward to that game. I'm definitely going to get it, and I'm definitely going to play it. I might even stream it. I don't know, but yeah, Oh, nice, cousin.
Not asleep this time.
Nope.
To be fair, we've actually done okay with this fight.
This fight's gone really well. Like,
that initial push was like hell, but once we got rid of those pesky spellcasters,
I think that's the name of the game, though, isn't it? Right now, the spellcasters are the ones to watch out for. Plus, I feel like I'm doing slightly better at my staggering of characters to make sure like we don't stack up too much.
I just have the mental image of John now creating a Scooby-Doo villains meme, and it's like, who are you really? And then underneath it's just Blaze 2 or something like that.
I can do that. That is not outside the realms of possibility.
Now to see who this phantom really is.
Blaze Boo?
Like I joked about something in the last episode, and he did it in the video. I was quite happy with that.
Hey, I tried to do my best, like to. You see, from my perspective, I say things on these videos, and then I think later on I'm like, oh yeah, I can definitely use like my editing to do that. And I sometimes forget that Gareth, like, oh, Peter, I didn't need you to do that. Oh well.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Turkey provides.
Yeah. Oh well. He's level 20 now, so.
No more murder for you, Peter.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I kind of forget that Gareth like makes quips and stuff too, which is it's the truth. It's not the nice truth. I wish I paid more attention to Gareth sometimes. Sorry, Gareth.
It's okay.
We
all know that you're living my life through video games. It's fine.
I mean, at some level, like a lot of people are right now.
Yeah. I mean, like, as we've I don't know if we've mentioned it on this, but in the previous guide, it's like, I'm technically the reason John has his addiction to tactical RPGs.
You're the one that introduced me.
I loaned him this game in high school, and Here we are.
Here we are. To be fair, if you didn't do that, we wouldn't have done any of these. I mean, and I like to think that these are definitely a highlight of, like, the last few years for me.
Yeah, these have been fun, yeah.
So, I'm glad that things worked out the way they did.
Yeah, I've also kind of, not to seem horrible, John, I actually like the fact that I now have the equipment to do this from my own home, rather than
having to drive down. We don't live that close to each other anymore, so it's kind of an issue. So,
like, I always find it funny when I speak to some of my friends, because living in the UK, anything beyond like 30 or 40 miles for most people is like, it's kind of out of the way. But then you speak to people like in mainland Europe or stateside, and it's like, yeah, I'd happily drive like 2 hours to get somewhere, and I'm like, if I've done that, I'm like, the other side of the country, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah. I know, it's proper like first world problems for us, unfortunately. I've got to say, by the way, Janet has been surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Like, I think that Alex has done a really good job of fixing archers, although we've only had Janet to judge by, so...
Yeah.
Anyway, that fight went as smooth as silk there. That was...
Is it the cave we go into here? Is there not like a building to the north, or is it the cave?
I'm pretty sure it's this, isn't it?
Yeah, it's...
Who is it?
Who is it?
Petro.
Petro.
Well, who are you? Petro, is he back? Petro, the sky orb is our treasure. Give it back. Say something. Petro.
This is the kind of old man I aspire to be.
Yeah, just a grumpy old man. You're halfway there already, Gareth. Don't worry about it.
I'm already grumpy. I'm just not old.
Yeah. No, you are old. You're 3 months older than I am, so, you know.
Impending birthday. You two can have a COVID birthday, John.
I'm looking forward to it.
Who
are you?
That word. You can have an apocalypse birthday.
It pretty much is, like... So, the UK is just announced it's going on lockdown again. As we're recording this.
Last week about Tier 5. Tier 5 got announced
Tier 5
today.
is dropping down on us. So, yeah.
It's like the worst wedding cake, isn't it?
Yeah. Ancient stone? Yes, my family had it for a long time. But it was stolen.
Was that kind of Attenborough-esque?
No, it's more like the I forget his name, the guy who played Dumbledore in the first couple of Harry Potter movies. I forget what his name is.
It's not Gambon.
It's not Gambon. Yeah.
His
brother, my grandson, took the stone, the Sky Orb, when he left. I think he went to Grand's Island to operate an ancient vehicle. I've lost my purpose to live, young one. Don't interrupt. Let me continue.
I like how apparently.
Go on.
I like how I lost my purpose to live, so much so I just stand in front of these ruins
all day,
cursing my grandson.
Yeah,
I'd love it if it was like the Abe Simpson. It's like, can you use this photo? And it's like, man yells at clouds.
He spent all his spare time studying the Sky Orb. It is quite old. He deduced that our ancestors could fly. The last known location of the Nazca ship was Grand's. And I think that's all these guys have to say, right?
Yeah. I think, does he not say something else when you speak to him up here?
Probably. The Vigor Ball.
Well,
I wish we could promote already. I wish I hadn't self-inflicted these stipulations on myself, but hey, never mind. I came here looking for ancient treasure and found the Sky Orb. Also, I discovered how to use the ancient tunnels. But most of them are useless, except for the one to Grand's. To Grand's? Can we get to Grand's Island through it? Yes. Do you want to go there? Really?
it's in the back of my van.
You'll go to Grand's with me. Let's go now. Woody decides to go with him. All I want is the Sky Orb. Just help me get that, and then you can leave.
Sky Orb. Flying through the sky.
So, am I right in saying that we take this guy to Ribble, right?
There's some ruins, it says.
After I aggress.
3 weeks later.
Yeah, possibly.
Open the door, old man.
It's my job. Ramshambo.
Rochambeau.
Had you forgotten that he says that?
He doesn't say Rochambeau. It's from South Park. It's the game where you punch each other in the bits.
No, he said. I'm pretty sure he always says that.
I don't think he does.
Well,
we'll have to
obviously one of us is going to be wrong, and I'm going to be very right. So this is going to be fun.
The old man is now just Eric Cartman in my head. I challenge you to a game of Rochambeau.
Yeah.
I go first. I kick you in the balls.
This is the ancient hall that leads to the... Alright, I've completely lost it now. I want to do... never mind. This is the ancient hall that leads to the ancient tunnel. Huh. Those are some sprites I haven't seen before.
Some of them are just palette swaps.
Yes. There are more monsters here. Woody, take him out.
Yeah, sure. Because you said so, yeah.
Yeah.
Not...
Okay, so there's a sorceress. Usual guys.
Yep.
Nothing over here. Harpy. Literal harpy.
Still a harpy.
So, 84 health, that's quite a lot. 52 attack, quite high, but nothing extreme, really.
So the harpy replaces the gargoyle.
Yeah.
I mean...
You can't even tell what this is. This is a gargoyle.
Broadsword. So previously there was a master mage, a black monk, golems, arrow launchers, and gargoyles.
Oh yeah.
Arrow launchers have been promoted to bowmen. I'm assuming the golems, or is the golem been replaced with the harpy, and the gargoyles replaced with the skeletons? And if it's not that way around, it's the other way around.
Excellent.
Because science.
That's right.
And there seems to be far more things.
Well put, Gareth. Thank you for that.
So many things.
So many things. The thing I'm seeing is that there are not that many spellcasters. which I like.
1, 2, 3,
That's
4, 5. There's one to the south.
I don't
There's 6.
count the bishops as spellcasters
Okay.
because I mean, from all of our experiences with these guys, how many times have they cast like offensive magic?
They do like the stick.
Once. So I don't count those.
I mean, if there's one thing that we've noticed with an Alex mod is a lot of mages are professional stick users.
That was underwhelming slightly.
I think you may have been better just stabbing her.
He wouldn't reach. He could not reach her. I hope this doesn't kill her. Oh. I'm liking our chances in this fight, though.
Yeah.
Famous
I
last
mean,
words,
there's
but, you know, there's not that many spellcasters, so I feel like we could do quite well here. Nice! Janet's level 20.
So, promote.
I mean, there's no reason
Or
not
are
to,
we
is
waiting?
there?
Are we waiting for the items?
I don't know.
Do we have a tankard?
No, because that's another thing. Somebody else pointed out that there's no silver tank in this.
Oh, in the whole game?
In the whole game. I'm pretty sure Alex said that there isn't one. So,
Is that because Alex also doesn't like the brass gunner class?
I mean, hey, if you want to find out why he doesn't like the brass gunner class, watch our tier list video on YouTube now. On my channel. Maybe subscribe and like this video. Have a
Available
good day.
on YouTube, not via certain Reddit subreddits.
Terms and conditions may apply.
Prices can go down, sideways, left. Turquoise, slightly blue if you hold your breath, and occasionally up.
Okay, but now we need to go into the editing thing that I've got and put the times, like the speed that we say those things, like up like 4 times. Just like they do
you
in
need
real
to
life.
edit it. Or like just put Stan in from Monkey Island
Oh, yeah,
with all the arm motion.
I'm nuts, I dropped my controller.
At least you didn't drop the controller on your nuts.
True.
That's a nice clump you're forming there.
I don't need to be... I shouldn't need to be that careful, because there aren't that many spellcasters. I'm just farming XP at this point, Sarah.
To the farm.
Yes. But yeah, I really actually want to play those Mass Effect games again. Mainly because I haven't actually played them in a long time. I want, and I didn't play any of the Mass Effect 3 DLC, which actually was meant to change it from like a disappointing ending to actually a really good game.
Is that not just bad narrative writing?
I mean, kinda, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, he's stunned. But, yeah...
Don't forget the harp, you can just fly down there and slap y'all.
That's fine, I don't mind that. At this point, all I'm trying to do is get people to level 20, to be honest. I'm pretty confident in our ability to get through this quite easily.
Farm.
Pretty much.
This just feels like me playing Duel Links right now. Like,
Yeah.
I've reached the point where
Brain
it's
switched
like,
off.
Yeah.
That's so I play a lot of Slay the Spire, which is a game Gareth should like, but he's never really tried.
I think I'm one of those terrible people that the more that people are like, you'll really like this and it's great, or the more people push like the look at these hot reviews and stuff, I'm like,
Gareth, you really like Slay the Spire, you should play it.
Yeah.
Putting Luke further forward is a bad plan. I was kind of hoping the sorcerers would move forward, actually.
They're all just because if I remember this, like, because you can go straight up the middle. The gargoyle used to be quite aggressive because did the gargoyle have blaze?
Yeah, it did.
So
yeah.
And
Yeah,
then it'd
2
be
or
like,
3,
yeah,
Blaze 2 or 3, I forget.
I want to say 2. But yeah, it. I remember it used to just basically come rushing out at you and just absolutely like slap you around.
Yeah. Is this one of those fights though where like you could kill that guy and then the battle would be over?
that the guy in charge was the missile launcher.
Oh,
that
it was.
near
That's
the treasure
right. Yeah,
chest.
yeah.
So like it felt like all the conversation came from the gargoyle, but like up towards the treasure chest at the back of the map, there was an arrow launcher, and it just basically sat there,
Yeah.
waiting for you to go to it.
Damn, Sarah. She just hit that guy for 27.
Swole Sarah is back.
Yeah, no kidding.
I wonder, and I'm sure he'll confirm it. Do you reckon that, and we've had this conversation before, that as a small child learning to read and playing Shining Force, that Sarah was Alex's waifu,
Possibly.
like potentially like his first fictitious love?
I mean, I think you underestimate how much people actually like Sarah as a character.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, you know, it just has that feel. I could be wrong, and it like you say, it could just be like the heel. I felt as he grew up, he was like, you know what, this character was a bit poo.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, do you ever see any? You never see any fan art really of. Is it Eris, the princess?
All right, yeah,
That's an interesting color palette. There.
choice.
I'm not against it, but
Yeah.
it's interesting.
It reminds me very much of some of like the Games Workshop color palettes.
Yeah, I could see that.
You can't even tell what this is.
That's a great video. I love that video so much.
I mean,
My
Oscar
daughter really
watched
likes it too.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say that before when we were talking about the Bardic broadcast or referencing it. Like, because I told you before when we were playing D&D, Oscar started quoting it, and he occasionally used to ask to watch it when he was having a bath. Have you watched Soul yet on Disney Plus?
Yeah, I have seen it.
Oscar loves the fact that one of the voice actors is Richard Awadhi.
Iwadi. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you can pronounce it.
Yeah. Or Moz from the IT crowd, because he really likes it, you know, when there's the bits like, here's that trophy that you made us get for you.
Yeah, the like very how what is it? It's it's not in my head right now.
Workaholic. Terry.
No, the sort of like very passive aggressive
Yeah.
nature of it.
Yeah. But Oscar really likes the I'll be taking that back, thank you.
Hey, that's pretty good. Hey, that's not bad.
And the thing that you will like this, Oscar played some Pokken online.
Some what?
Pokken. It's Namco and Nintendo came together and they made a crossover of like Pokemon and Tekken.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
like a
I know what that is.
Pokemon
I
game.
thought you said poker. I'm like, what are you doing? Letting your son play poker online?
I've been taking him down the bookies.
Yeah.
I've been letting him on the fags and the booze.
He really likes the ponies.
Yaha can't hit anything, but also currently not getting hit by anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was playing Pokemon Online, and he's taken to Machamp.
Oh yeah.
And he was doing all right, and you get the option to play best 2 out of 3, I think. And he lost the first one pretty badly, and then he bullied the guy for the next 2 matches. I don't know whether like Nintendo, because it's got his age on his profile, like takes that into a factor or something. And
Probably
when he beat this guy, so he went one down and won the next 2. He went, I'll be taking that back, thank you.
Nice.
It just cracked me up.
Yeah, anything online and Nintendo just don't mix at all.
Yeah. The thing that's weird with Pokken is like the transition as well, like from it being a 2D fighter to being like a 3D. So like the field fight section just feels weird because it just feels like you're playing like Street Fighter 2 where everyone's just spamming Hadouken.
Oh, okay.
Because all the Pokemon have like a missile attack, which I find very confusing. just to put it out there.
How does Machamp have a missile attack? Does he just like pick up bits? Is he basically the Incredible Hulk at that point and just picks up the ground and just throws it?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
one of the characters, I think Machamp does that. One of the other characters like generates some like air waves and stuff like that. Even Lucario like creates like a Hadouken-y kind of thing. It's weird.
Huh.
And
okay.
you've got like the assist mechanic as well. So like certain characters really want to be in either like the 2D mode or other characters want to be in the field mode.
Yeah.
There's a lot of space control in that game that's really difficult to explain.
Okay. I mean, I am stupid, so don't bother.
Yeah, and it's not a tactical RPG. I'm sure someone in the comments will be telling me that I've explained this so exceptionally poorly, and you'd be right.
Such is life. I think
Yeah.
I think anyone who's gotten to like episode 7 or episode 8 is what this is like realizes that maybe like we're not the 100%ers. Like we're never gonna do a speed run on any game because we're not like that anal about like video games. Yeah. We take them at like sort of like face value sometimes and enjoy them for what they
Top tier
are.
filthy casuals.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I like to think that if you've hung around with us now onto episode 8, you actually find our bumbling incompetence to be part of our charm.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
Please don't get in a car with either of us. It'll be.
That's not to say that we're incompetent drivers, by the way. That's just that we'll boil the pants off you.
Yeah. We'll just bumble our way through conversation.
Yeah.
Small talk all the way around.
That's one of the things though. That, like, I'm actually like incredibly awkward around people in real life, but in front of a camera, I'm not too bad. I'm actually a lot more comfortable with this than I am with like physical meetings. I don't know. I'd actually think a lot of YouTubers are probably that way.
Yeah.
Actually.
Did you ever play? Is it Link's Awakening on the Game Boy?
No.
It's The Legend of Zelda where you've got to wake up the Wind Egg, and it's got a flying fish in it.
I haven't played that many Zelda games, if I'm being honest. I know that's like an original sin in the video game world, but I haven't played that many Zelda games. I have. Which one is it? Hang on, just give me a sec. I have one of them, and I've not finished it. Just give me a sec. Right, I'm back. Yeah, I have.
He's back in the room.
Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, which apparently is amazing.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything for me. So
I've not. I had a point where I was trying to play all the Zelda games, and then I got Skyward Sword.
Oh no!
I'd finished all of them up to Skyward Sword.
I hear that is a terrible one. So I can understand why you might be upset with that.
But I didn't actually find it that bad. I think one of my issues with it, was that it made me have to buy the Wii Plus controller.
Oh yeah.
Which I didn't have because the person who got me the gift didn't realise that you had to have that controller.
Yeah.
And then I separated from that person, and thus I didn't really get time to play video games.
Such is life.
So yeah, it's sort of sat there, and I keep meaning to go back to it. As I've said before, behind my setup, behind my laptop and my TV that I'm using right now is a Nintendo Wii. So, as you may have heard me say, I am considering doing some streaming in the next couple of weeks to
You
a
should.
month,
You should do that.
depending on some stuff.
Tell the
if I
people
can
which game you're thinking of playing.
I am looking at Monster Sanctuary, which is...
Oh, you changed your tune.
I said Monster Sanctuary.
I
I did
thought you-
also say I did want to say that I'd never played the Phantasy Star series, and I had considered spending the whole 79 pence or $1 on
I can't do that.
Steam to pick it up.
Damn.
But I really want to play Monster Sanctuary that John got me for my birthday, because when we did the podcast, I played the demo, and the demo never ever finished. It just kept going. And I played that demo for like 3 hours.
That's a sign of a good demo, by the way. That's somebody that's like confident in their voice not breaking down. Hang on, That's a person who's confident that their demo is very good and their game is good.
Yeah. I really like the game. It reminded me of a lot of tactical RPGs, even though the game itself is, as I've just said, partly Pokemon meets Castlevania. So it's like a platforming game, and you can find the map locations and stuff, and you sort of go through wildlife areas and dungeons and stuff. But you do it via
Is it kind of like
platforming,
is there any sort of like Metroidvania sort of elements to it?
Yes, so because all the monsters in Monster Sanctuary have elemental abilities and such, there's certain doors where you have to have a monster of a certain element to use like their TM/HM ability to open the doors for you.
Yeah.
So there is obviously like, there's like the straight line version versus like going backwards and forwards and opening all the elemental doors and stuff like that. But I was thinking of doing that as a casual like playthrough.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I don't know how, if there's a community for it, and I should really sort of,
You should research that.
yeah, I should maybe
Oh, it's Chester.
maybe
I
look
think
at
Chester might be
Reddit.
dead. Oh, it's
fine.
basically gravity from the Final Fantasy games.
Yeah,
It does percentage damage rather than
yeah.
a flat amount.
I mean, is that what we want? I mean, we know Alex does enjoy a Final Fantasy Tactics game.
Well, the thing is though that like obviously it's a two-way street because Sarah has D-Soul as well. So if Sarah can use percentage damage on, let's say, a boss character,
Yeah,
I could see a use for that.
I'm looking at Uzion right at the end of the game.
Exactly. Although I wonder if certain characters are going to be immune to that though.
Or have resistance to said thing.
Yeah.
Talking about resistance, John, have you
Yeah.
listened to the episode 293 of the Beastcast? Which is like a holiday special where they play a tabletop RPG.
No.
Oh,
Is that the
When
one
you
with
listen-
Alex Walker, Austin Walker? Sorry.
yes.
No, I haven't seen that one. Haven't heard that one yet. Sorry.
I enjoy the fact that
Austin Walker's very good, by the way. Like he worked at Giant Bomb for like a couple of years, and he was so good that he immediately got like an executive position at another company. Like that's how good he is. Like he's excellent.
But yeah, he's DMing this Blade. What I think is it Blades of something it's called, and some of the mechanics in it were really interesting.
Oh yeah.
In the fact that you only have 3 like master stats, and you end up with you when you start the game, you get to put 1 skill point into, I think is it insight, prowess, and I can't remember what the third skill's called.
Oh, I did a regular attack, man. I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
That's annoying. Sorry, go on.
He could have been dead. So yeah, when you do your character building, you get 1 point, and you get to pick one of those 3 skills to have a point in. But then you get a thing called toughen. So it's like it doesn't count as a point. It's just like if you want to resist in that section, you get a benefit.
Yeah. Okay.
And the mechanics seemed really interesting, and it seemed a lot more focused on the interaction between the players and
Oh,
the DM.
thank God I healed Woody. He
Yeah,
might die
it's
anyway,
pretty good.
actually. He would have died if I...
Yeah.
Godspeed.
But I died.
Godspeed, Kiwi.
But yeah, it's interesting, and if you listen, well, I know you listen to the podcast, I think you'll enjoy that episode, even though it's 3 hours long.
That's fine. I listen to podcasts when I do my job, which basically involves walking around not talking to anyone. So podcasts are a godsend for me.
Yeah. Unlike me, where I deal with the general public, and I can't do that.
No,
As tempting as it would be some days.
I bet.
But yeah,
The terrain is making this fight take a lot longer than any
it
of the other
usually
ones.
does, because all of previously in theirs, like all of their characters can move really well, or they're really well ranged, and you've got to like go up the stairs.
Oh, it's.
And then sometimes, like the other thing you can do, or if you're really risking it for a biscuit, is you can just have Luke and Peter just fly straight through the middle.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just take out the problems at the beginning, and then just be like, let's do this. Maybe do some, like, you know, when you're a kid and you've watched action movies and you're like, running around pretending to be a soldier.
All right, is that your impression of a Chad?
A Chad. Is that what we're calling that scenario?
I don't know. Like, do you understand that? Like, I listen to Trash Taste podcast, which is like an anime podcast for guys who live in Japan, and they call things Chads, and I'm like, I'm young enough, I understand this, and on the inside I'm just like,
what's a Chad?
What's a Chad? We never used that word in my day.
Like, there was a Yu-Gi-Oh meme for me, and it was like Dark Magician, sad boy, pathetic, swirly patterns, no one likes him. I think on the Dark Magician's card when it was originally released, it was like the greatest spellcaster in both attack and defense, which was true at the time.
Yeah.
But in this meme, it's like sad boy, swirly patterns, not even the greatest spellcaster or attack and defense. And then it was like Blue Eyes Chad. Everybody knows. Everyone knows who he is. Massive attack, massive defense. Still played to the day, kind of.
He's an OG. He's an OG.
Yeah. Both of them are the OGs. It's like Seto Kaiba and Yu-Gi-Moto's like deck aces, as Konami keep wanting to call them, and it makes me want to pull my tongue out for saying that. But. Oh yeah, this is my deck ace. No, it's just a big beaty monster. I prefer the term that people use of it's a boss monster. Your deck is designed to get the boss out.
That doesn't mean anything to me, but sure, okay.
Yeah, it's based. Well, you've played Gwent, haven't you?
A long time ago. It's a while now, Gareth. It's not like
I know.
It's been a while.
It was basically like the boss monster of what was the faction with the turrets? That basically you sort of stacked the trebuchets and stuff next to each other, and they just chain off and blitz down your enemy.
I hated that.
Yeah, or
is
like
it Scoia'tael?
Yeah, something like that. And then you also have the you played Weather, didn't you? Like weather monsters and stuff like that.
Yeah, I played the monsters because they were interesting.
Yeah. So that would be kind of like a control deck because you're trying to use like the effects of the weather to get everyone down. That's one of the things that I occasionally think of going back to Gwent, and then it's like, do I want to really sit down and learn the system?
Nope.
Because it does feel like that game isn't the same game anymore.
Now,
Chester's dead?
I think Chester's dead, or I could use this healing herb. I'll just use the healing herb. I think it's cheaper than actually reviving Chester.
Yeah. Or, it's probably cheaper than... Still, heals himself, takes 4 points of damage.
That's what I'm saying. If I hadn't done that, he would have died.
Gust? Or Blast, even. I keep wanting to call it Gust because of another game.
Yeah. I mean, he's level 20 now. Luke is already level 20. Which is nice.
Is this the Chad Birdman now? Hi, I'm Chad Birdman. What's not Space Ghost? Is it Harvey Birdman?
Possibly.
I
never really watched all that stuff. I kind of missed out on the whole C Labs thing.
Yeah.
I understand its place and a lot of people like it, but I never really got into it. So
is it Harvey Birdman Legal Eagle or something like that?
It's something like that. Luke might die here actually. Oh, okay.
Or
the AI is being its usual sort of like Imperial Stormtrooper self.
Everyone must fight the battle, chicken.
I want to get some XP, thank you very much.
just wonder if with us mentioning Star Wars, who would transition into whose positions?
What, in
from
this?
Shining Force? Yeah.
Who's the main character though? Like, who's Bowie? Is it Luke or Han?
Interesting shout. I mean, is Chester not? Actually, would that make Chester and Sarah Han and Chewie?
Han and Chewie. I was going for Han and Leia. What an absolute stab in the back for Sarah that is. Oh my god.
Hey, she could be Han.
She's definitely swollen enough.
I mean, she was also willing to run away from school. Like,
That's true.
Like, yeah, if you're doing it, I'm willing to do it. Yeah, I'm down with that. I don't just. To be fair though, Bowie could be Luke because of like the ancestry.
He also doesn't have a whole lot to say either.
Yeah.
So I mean that's quite Luke-esque as well.
Is Sir Astral Yoda?
I think so.
Or would you prefer him to be Mace Windu?
Oh god, no. I'm sorry, but that whole thing is a train wreck. It doesn't need to be repeated.
What, Mace Windu?
The whole like prequel thing, it's completely inept and pointless.
I'm going to ask the following question for those in the comments.
Oh.
What was worse, the prequels or the sequels?
Oh god. Great. Well,
I mean,
that's like asking people in the 20s what was worse, the flu or the Great Depression.
I mean, to be fair, the sequels only finished, what, 2 years ago?
I've not actually seen that last one because I heard such terrible things about it.
I watched part of it by accident and I was just like, I just don't get it. It felt like to me the bit that I saw was like, you know, at the end of why does my brain what is it?
You're blanking.
It's Return of the Jedi's last one of the original trilogy, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah. It's like it starts with the Ewok party.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
then
that movie starts with that?
No, but like the equivalent of that.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, oh, you know, episode 8 happens, and you know, there's the victory with whatever furry creatures appear in the film. I don't know. I've not really watched it. Oscar's watched it.
You know,
And then
I really want to give the last hit to Yaha, but
he's not even going to get there. Is it? Everybody run away. Are you sure?
I'm.
Yeah, 2 shots and he's dead potentially. But yeah, it starts at the Ewok party and then it goes off. And I was just like, what? Yeah, and then it goes like, oh, the Empire's still there, kind of thing. And I was like, what a weird film.
Right.
And I think that's about as far as I watched. And I'm sure Oscar's probably watched the rest of them on there.
As soon as Princess Leia like flew outside of a ship and didn't die, that was like, okay, I'm out. When has she had time? Yeah. when did she receive the Jedi training for that?
I mean, it was just literally like, here's the inner Force abilities that we've been alluding to for forever, and because Carrie Fisher probably passed away before that scene was filmed.
I don't think so. I don't think that.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like she was still alive. Where I think the film had only just come out, but she was still alive when it came out. I could be wrong. I mean, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. She was pretty cool.
Very much so.
But I'm pretty sure she was alive for that.
Because I thought she passed away kind of like mid-filming. I could be wrong. You could always freeze one of them with Chester just to
yeah, I'm thinking of
reduce
doing
the
that.
risk.
I really want to get Bowie to level 20 because there's no harm in promoting him. So
there we go. Oh yeah, that pesky poison. How many HP has the other archer got?
I think he's full.
Full. So it might be worth like trying to get someone to do something.
To bait him out, you mean?
Yeah. Or at least like do some damage against him to
Yeah.
Or
Or he could attack
What?
Yaha. Or he could attack Yaha. He obviously doesn't
He
want to
can
win.
try.
He's fully Stormtrooper mode right now.
I'd love when we're saying that we have some kind of like deflated Imperial March playing in the background.
I can do that. I can see that.
I quite enjoyed Oscar watching someone on YouTube, and it was like they were like, oh, and I knew in this temple that it's something to do with Pokemon. It was like the inspiration behind one of the Pokemon, and then it's like the Pokemon theme played on recorder while someone sounds like they're playing it on like an inflatable tire.
Yeah,
deflating a tire along with it as well.
I wonder what like the mindset of those kind of things is. You know, the people making those, are they sort of like, yeah, somebody's going to use this for a meme, or somebody's just like, hey, look what I can do. Like, I want to know what the mindset of those kinds of people is.
I imagine there's like a column A, column B to that, isn't it? It's like a bit of both, you know.
Probably.
Like, as I joked at work, whenever you go sometimes to certain restaurants in the UK and you get dessert, like say, I want the chocolate fudge cake, and they'll go, oh, do you want ice cream, cream, or custard with that? And my dad's response to that is just yes.
Yeah.
It's like, why should I choose? I can have the lot.
You can.
Surely.
You can have your cake and eat it.
A bit like Subway. What vegetables would you like on your sandwich? Well, I want financial. I want like all the financial benefits of everything.
Have I ever told you that I have an allergic reaction to Subway's bread?
I would not be surprised. I'm aware that it's kind of a commonality.
Is it? Oh right, I didn't realise that. I really like Subway. I like their sandwiches. I just get like my throat closes up after that, and with me already having like acid reflux, like that's a bad combination.
Yeah. I mean, that's not too dissimilar to me with, I discovered during lockdown, the first lockdown in the UK, that I ordered a Domino's as a treat for me and Oscar in the middle of the whole situation. And it makes me incredibly ill the following day. I discovered something about the dough in Domino's just makes me, like, really lethargic.
Wonderful.
Like, to the point where it's like, if I try them again, I'm considering, like, one of the special doughs.
Yeah, okay. It was lucky for me that I met you. Thank you. Follow me to the ancient tunnel.
I mean, is this a proposition now?
Oh, nods, this door is closed. That's strange. Oh, well, let's go in. What? Let me try again.
Magic punch!
Petro, my grandson, locked the door. That little beep! Sorry, guys, we can't go to Grand's Island this way.
Well, thanks.
Nuts. Oh well.
But give me the thing.
Wait, what? Is this where you find the Achilles sword? I genuinely
I believe
forgot.
so, because you need it to be able to kill Taros, don't you?
You do, yeah. Maybe I normally do this like a different way or something, because I'm not used to having this soon.
I'm pretty sure this is the way you have to do it, because have you
Increases
ever tried
defense
to
as
fight?
well.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to kill Taros without the Taros sword?
Wait, you can't, can you?
Correct.
Like, it takes 0
Achilles
damage.
sword. Yeah.
There's nothing hidden in here, is there?
I think everything's locked up, isn't it?
Right, so all we need to do now is revive you, and then we go and see a Kraken about a ship, right?
Yeah. We go see a big old squid face.
Yeah.
Do you not want to go in? Oh yeah, there's that.
There's that, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I
whilst we're
forgot
doing that, I
this,
think we'll finish for today, since it's actually a little bit of a longer episode today, so Some people will
Yeah.
enjoy that, some won't. But hey, that's how it goes.
If you don't enjoy the length of this episode, I know this is right at the end. You can always just play it at 1.25 speed, and it'll be great.
Some people do that, you know. But whatever.
I mean, you know, speedrun everything, John.
I guess. Yeah.
Have you never? Is
It's
it
better to
Click
burn
with
out
that-
than fade away.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Is it
Highlander
Click?
there for you.
I'm thinking of, is it Click, the Adam Sandler movie? It's like, oh, if you just keep pressing this button, you know, you get more time to do the stuff you want. But then it has a negative effect in the fact that you never see your family and they all think you're a big jerk.
I've never seen that film, and it sounds like I've never missed out on anything.
Someone really, really, really they were selling it to me, and I was like, okay, I'll watch it. And I think I watched about 30 minutes and fell asleep. But I got enough to see Christopher Walken being weird, which is everything that you want in a film.
Pretty much, yeah. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching myself and Gareth bumble around for an hour and a half in Shining Force 2. But that's going to do it for today. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.
Bye, guys.
Where's the button?